Okay, let's try this again. We got Mega Man 3 coming up right now with ColonelFatso. Take it away.
Hi. Thanks, guys. So this is Mega Man 3. I'm ColonelFatso, and I am joined by several lovely guests. And we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so the first stage, Top Man. This was not always the first stage, but in the last couple years, it's become the sort of fastest route to take through the 8 Robot Masters.
Yeah, there's been quite a lot of route changes in this game going back in its history. We've cycled from Magnet to Top to Gemini to Magnet to Top again. Because we don't know how to, actually route this game and what's fastest. But we're pretty sure this time we've got it, and we've got the fastest route.
Yeah.
Top's a good stage to go to. It's a really quick stage to Buster, and it's one of 2 bosses that takes 2 damage from the Buster weapon. So it gets you a weapon right off the shoot, and then you can go to Shadow and you can start collecting good weapons after this. I want to defend Top Spin because it is a good weapon, but you're not going to see a ton of it in stages. It's mainly used as a weakness weapon.
Sort of the little bit of a drawback to Top First is that it requires absurd mashing. Otherwise, it's just going to be slower. But hey, we have Fatso here who got the world record in this game like 2 days ago, so he's got it.
Yeah, literally the last practice run I did before getting on my plane, I managed to take the record, so...
Yeah, congrats to Fatso. That was
yeah.
well earned.
Yeah. It's amazing what you can do with like 11,000 resets in a game.
It took me like 28,000, so I think you beat me there.
Alright, well, I missed 1 shot, but I didn't miss 2, so I'm not going to have an extra cycle. Oh, that was... I needed to shoot before I slid there, but thankfully I managed to pull it out. For reference, you should not be having to clap for a Top Man fight.
That was a really good Top Man stage, so yeah, good job with that one.
Let me know when you have time for a donation, by the way.
Oh, go ahead right now.
All right, gotcha. We got $33.42 from Sage Hero saying 33 minutes and 42 cents. Good luck and congrats, Fatso.
Thanks, Sage.
So yeah, now we go to Shadow Man. This is a really fun speed stage. Very difficult. The Top First route is known for its difficulty in the early stages. Top Shadow Gemini is a brutal gauntlet. It gets a little easier after that. It's still a difficult speed run, but you're gonna see our first proto fight. 28 shots to kill that guy. Fatso made it look really easy. There's quite a bit of mashing in this game, as Proto mentioned, and that's a big reason why. This is my favorite room in the game right here.
One of my favorites, too. Ooh, and I can play.
This is one of those rooms that you spend hours and hours learning and then still mess up half the time anyways, but dang, when you get it right, it feels amazing.
Feels good. Feels good.
So we're coming up on something that this route is known for, which is top spin parachute jumps here. This is very difficult.
I don't like that. All right.
Very good, yeah.
Lived. That's all that matters. There's 2 ways to do that. You can do the wiggle style kills that I did there, or you can just go for it. If you just go for it, it's a very simple sort of execution, but you only have 2 frames on each of those jumps. As it is, the first of those jumps is the 2-frame window, but if I don't like my jump, I have a much greater window of opportunity to turn back when I'm doing the wiggle style kills. So they've been a great boon for consistency.
Note that Shadow Man fight absolutely wasn't free. The topspin has some weird properties revolving around iframes, and so if Fatso's not careful, that meter can just drain, and well, then it's Buster time.
Yeah.
But he got it, no problem.
Shadow has like 18 patterns he can throw at you, so you have to know what you're doing when you approach that.
I'm simultaneously disappointed and glad that I didn't have to show off the Buster fight.
Gemini, this is a stage.
Sure
people that have been following Mega Man 3 speedruns for a while probably remember Gemini first, and how people would just grind this first screen for hours on end, and you would not see stage 2. Like, this is a really difficult stage.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to be trying to do a zip in the next screen here. Basically, the way this works is I'm going to exit this slide tunnel and get hit while I'm kind of stuck in the ceiling still. And it pushes me through, and I can get right through. And
enjoy this nice silence.
Yo,
Hey.
the ladder jump. That's not free.
As far as I know, that's a frame-perfect jump. So, yeah, you're probably noticing there's no music. The little proto cutscene, if you slide into that screen and jump out at the correct time without the slide ending, you actually skip the end of the cutscene, and the music doesn't start playing until you get to the next music trigger. I'm going to be quiet for this. Okay, I'll take that one. I'm sorry.
All right, well.
Can we add that to the Mega Man 11 run?
All right.
Let's go Rush Marine!
So we are making the call, 1-800 Rush Marine. This is actually not completely free if you want to not take damage. But as a bonus, we do get to show off
Jumping Rush Marine.
the greatest part of this game.
Oh, man.
Doing that room with lag is just, nah. Rush Marine.
Yeah, so, about the music.
Oh my god. So ladders in this game are kind of interesting, and maybe we'll have time to explain that later. This fight is fun. I'm trying to make it so that... I don't like that. Well, I was trying to make it so that Gemini would end the fight in the center of the room, because that makes the explosion faster, and you can't actually exit the stage until after the explosion's done.
Yeah, that's something that I think you're going to see in pretty much every single game of this Mega Man block. You want to be finishing fights in the center of the screen. It matters varying amounts in various games. This is one of the games where it does really matter, though.
It's a good second or two between the best and worst possibilities.
Can I throw in a quick donation?
Absolutely.
Got $100 from Chelney saying explosion is an anagram for RTA.
Thanks, Chel.
We also got $25 from Great John saying good luck Fatso, congrats to the record, it's well deserved.
Oh, off to a good start. Alright.
We have $20 from Ultra Uberness saying hey Fatso, good luck on the run. Don't make me tweet out this hot pace.
Tweet all you want now.
Yo, the Prissy Fly. There you go.
It's only the prissy fly if you get hit.
I don't remember the Mega Man lore. I'm so used to getting hit that I'm just so used to the Prissy Fly.
Shout outs to Prissy, amazing Mega Man player, like general god gamer.
Just an update, speaking of Mega Man 11, I'm reacting to this super late. The standard stage OST is now in the lead with the music bid war with $130. The instrumental version is behind at $50.
Runner's Choice is instrumental, by the way.
Yes.
Thanks.
No Dua.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We got $20 from Ogan Drac here saying thanks for calling 1-800 Marine. We also have $30 from Mr. Cat 55 saying glad to see the Colonel on top. No shadow of a doubt. His run has no Gemini twin to it. You can't needle him about it. You will be drawn to this run like a magnet. It's not hard to admit you can't snake away. Spark. P.S. Don't forget the brake split.
I'm physically in pain right now, Cap.
Thanks, Mr. Cap. All right. So this stage, Snake Man stage, it's going to involve a lot of the use of the Rush Jet, which we just picked up as part of our package from Needleman. The first use is obviously just flying to this ladder, but like we're going to actually keep it for the vast majority of the stage. And I'm going to try and zip through this snake head here. Let's see what happens. Yeah!
Easy!
So, because I took that hit before getting the zip, it didn't actually save time.
Don't tell them that, though.
It's too late, the secret's out.
So, Fatso, why don't you tell us a little bit about the properties of Rush Jet in this game?
There certainly are properties of Rush Jet in this game. So, Rush Jet moves with you, and in fact, will always track your X position exactly, and you only drain ammo when you're on top of Rush, like standing on Rush. That was not good, but whatever.
Scariest jump in the game. Easy.
Yeah, Rush's hitbox is also really generous when you're trying to jump on him. He's a really good boy.
Yeah. And I'm going to be abusing Rush for some leg reduction in this screen as well. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump over the top of the screen, and then here we're going to switch and we're going to do some block slides.
Oh, baby.
Easy every time.
Jeez.
Alright, that's the second best pattern. There's 3 patterns that you will see from Snake in most like RTA situations, and that's the second best of them, so I can't complain.
I've got some bad news. We've got 20 bucks from Tricodin saying, put this towards the option Fast doesn't want. PS1 is X5.
Thank you, Tricodin.
Oh, that was interesting.
Yeah, that's not Magnet Man.
That sure isn't Magnet Man. Okay, so... Thanks, Tricodin. I'm just gonna play it out, obviously. Oh. Okay.
Not the bees!
So this isn't gonna matter all that much, except I haven't done this Buster fight in a long time, so it might be interesting.
If you have health, you can damage raise him.
Yeah. Problem is, I'm unlikely to have health.
Some good mashing there.
Yeah.
This stage has a lot of fun rush coil movement. This is the most important enemy in the game. Thanks, buddy.
You can actually just hold up through that screen and you won't take damage. But slightly faster to jump off the platform.
If you mess up your inputs there, he can snipe you back down and cost you some time.
I would say the chat has a tasteful amount of bees in it right now.
How many bees is a tasteful amount?
Some arbitrary amount that I came up with in my head.
There
No
you
more
have
than
it.
7.
Okay. I don't really want to be taking any more damage, and in fact, I'm going to take the HP in the next screen.
So the proto fights on non-level surfaces are really tricky, except for when you're Fatso and finish it before proto can really do anything. Honestly, I prep all this commentary and you're just too good at the game that it doesn't even matter.
Thanks. So this is the surprise DLC Buster fight. So, Hardman only does 3 damage per cycle, and I can do 5, so... I will do it.
It's a real shame y'all can't see Fatso's mashing techniques. It's covered by the CRT. It's really fun to look
Yeah,
at.
I was just going back and forth between my 2 thumbs. So you'll get to see that a little bit in the very, very late stretches of the game later.
Got 20 bucks from Peapot.1 saying, good luck, Mega People. Fatso wins clutch jumps.
Thanks, Peapod.
No!
Our boy, Peapot.
We also have $50 from, I'm probably going to mispronounce this, Alter DST or Alter Dist 8 saying Mega Man 11 instrumental is the strat.
Alright, so here's the stage we should have gone to last.
Hey, you have an extra weapon, that'll probably help you out.
Yeah, I'm sure that will definitely not affect my menus at all. Actually, it won't. It'll be fine.
So here we have another proto fight.
Yeah. There's a lot of enemies in Mega Man 3 that have absurd levels of HP. Like those Springers there, they have 8 HP, which is downright excessive.
Yeah, it is definitely a master's game.
And so here's where the perks of this route start to come into play. The perk of pretty much anything that isn't magnet first is that you get to do this. Which is not only way faster, but also incredibly not stressful.
Yeah. Well, unless you do the rush cancel strat that I did there. Shoutouts to Cool Kid. Developed an insane number of the coolest strats in this game.
He does live up to his name.
Yeah.
We have another $33.42 donation from Javeth saying, "Congrats on the 3342, Fatso. Nice to see someone remember to drive in a dog underwater."
Thanks, Javeth.
Underwater.
That was bad timing on my part, by the way. Sorry to almost ruin your boss strat there.
Boss patterns haven't been too kind to you, huh?
Yeah, well, it's just life.
There's not a ton of randomness in this game. Most of it comes a little bit later in the run. Compared to other Mega Man games, it's on the lower end, but there's definitely a lot of chunks of it here and there.
Yeah, it can crop up in places. Spark's another boss that can be random to the tune of like a second or two. Ooh, that happened in practice as well. I'm not sure why that's cropping up just now.
We have $10 from Fernie. Good luck on the run. Congrats on world record.
So, Magnet's a powerful weapon, and in a just world, we would have had it a stage earlier and used it against Hardman, but here we are. So yeah, it's just, it does 2 damage to most enemies, and is readily spammable, and usually is easy to hit enemies with as well. So, there is the alternative, like, magnet route, which gets you magnet at the very beginning, and you can use it in a lot of stages. No, I don't like that. You can slide across these elevator blocks, but it's very touch and go. And if you, I just didn't like how it was starting, so I aborted immediately.
Fatso's consistency with that strat is absurd. Like, they are really hard.
That was, for me, the best pattern. I think that the best, like, objectively is for him to do 2 jumps, but I always end up losing time versus 1. 1722 teleport. Okay. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but, like, given what's happened, I can't complain.
We have a $40 donation from Myria saying, "Meow, everyone on the couch, and Fatso." I have to agree with, I'm probably going to mispronounce this. Is it Fast Attack? Is that correct?
Close enough.
About the Rockman 11 music to the tune of $40, and now Standard Stage OST has increased its lead to $170 versus $60 for the instrumental version.
Alright, so now we're in the dock stages. Dock stages are, like, more challenging versions of the of 4 of the original Robot Master stages.
With the added bonus that you get to fight 2 Mega Man 2 Robot Masters in the stage, so there's quite a lot going on in these. Doc Gemini, I think most people consider to be the most difficult.
Yeah, you can do these in any order, so most people tend to just take them on in the order from most hated to least hated.
Yeah, just get them out of the way.
Yo, top route.
It's like very slightly faster to go up there than it is to go along the bottom of the screen. So
yeah, a lot of the strategies in this game are built around reducing lag by, you know, killing enemies or removing sprites from the screen, just in a general way.
Now it's time for Flashman.
backed it up okay though.
Yeah.
You want to jump over Flashman and do the entire fight from the right-hand side of the screen. It's slightly faster.
The stage is basically like 20 impossible things in a row.
So, heads up, you can't normally pause after you shoot a weapon in this game, but I just did that with Rush Jet, and just keep that in the back of your mind for later. It'll come up again. want to kill that bug that I was running away from there, but couldn't get it. Alright, so Doc Bubble can shoot 1, 2, or 3 bubbles. I really want 1 bubble.
Yeah, 1 bubble is about a second faster than the 2 or 3 bubble patterns. Hey!
Yo. Always lucky.
Hey, no Death Dog Geminis we're clapping for.
Yeah. Better than the sarcastic clap for the top fight. Okay, so I'm going to try and despawn the music here by touching the spikes on the same frame as I transition the screen. Nice.
Easy.
So that setup is easy and fast, oops. But there's about a 10% chance that it won't work.
And now we just enjoy the sweet, sultry tones of Fatso's voice.
Or Fasta's voice. Because the screen is hard. All right.
Yeah, so there's, again, like the Dark Screen and Shadow Man, there's just a lot of movement and killing enemies. It's kind of what this game does best in the speedrun format, where you're just a lot of movement and a lot of running and gunning. It's kind of where this game really shines. The music despawn that Fatso got saves like 2 to 3 seconds. That's how much lag is created from the music playing in the stage.
Yeah. So I had to run away from that enemy. I can't take more damage. Because if I fail this low damage strat, then I take like 16 from Doc Wood, and I had 16. So I kind of lucked out that I picked up HP eventually.
The Doc robots in this stage, like Woodman, him and his leaf shield do 8 damage. We're going to see that with Quickman too. Like he does 8 body contact damage. It's absurd.
Alright, so this is slightly easier than the previous like parachute screen because I have the magnet missile which tracks and destroys those enemies.
Yeah,
but
you actually
still not free.
Yeah,
Yo.
No, nice.
Shoutouts to Prissy. So that glitch happens when you activate the top spin in a jump while Mega Man's arm buster is out. Alright, well that could have been a better pattern. You can get 30, 60, or 90 frames in between each hit, and I managed to do a double hit where you skip one of the sort of flame dash patterns.
Yeah, you actually have to hit him on the first frame that he becomes vulnerable in order to get the double hit.
Thankfully, though, if your positioning is good, it's not a frame-perfect setup.
Correct.
Well, that strat is normally 10 frames faster than switching to Gemini, but not if I fall down.
Another Doc Robot stage, another one that's pretty difficult. Getting a clean run through the stage is there's a lot of tricky things that you have to pull off. Not least of which is the Airman boss fight that's coming up shortly.
Yeah, Airman's a jerk. Generally, like, in general, the patterns that are bad in Mega Man 2 are okay in Mega Man 3, and the patterns that are good in Rockman 2, they're, like, not as good in Mega Man 3. It's kind of a weird inversion just because of the slide and how this fight goes.
So Fatso's going to pause and switch weapons after he sees the pattern so he can try to sneak in that first shot.
Oh, no. Bullied by the worst pattern.
Fast 3 cycle.
Thanks. Alright, so if there's any donations or plugs or like anything for the next 30 seconds, please be my guest.
We don't have any new donations at the moment. I can give an update on like current donation incentives and bid wars. So still at 170 over 60 for the music bid war, standard stages in the lead. The Slam Jam remix bid war for Barkley Shove Jam Gaiden. Currently Hoops and Dreams is in the lead with 30 bucks. I think we're running out of time here, so I'll just stop.
So here we find a use for Search Snake, which is nice. It's a good weapon, it just causes generally a little bit too much lag. But using it point blank like this, it just happens to... This strat's pretty neat here. That's like relatively neat.
I gotta own! It's a leg reduction strat, but like if you get a drop, then you don't save the leg.
Yeah, so...
Mean game.
Like, generally, we find ourselves switching to whatever the boss weakness is, like, halfway through the stage, but here we actually switch specifically to Snake because it's really good in those screens. It just clears out the enemies well.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna hope I don't get bullied by Clash. Clash can jump, you know, sort of short, medium, long, and if he jumps long, then he can be tough to deal with, like that.
That's fine.
Backed it up okay, though.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's just one Doc stage left to go. That's Doc Spark. I mean, it's the last one because it's the easiest one, but it's not easy.
No, all the dock stages are tough.
Real talk, I like that little bit of design right there on the first screen where they make you use Rush Coil to teach you, like, hey, in these stages, you're going to have to actually know how to use your weapons.
Yeah.
It's a nice little design facts, TM.
Alright.
5 frames?
When I do it
From where
from
he
that
slid, that's like a frame per bit jump.
Yeah. You can jump out of like those slide tunnel gaps. It's like either on the first frame or you have like some frames while your slide is still active to jump out of it if you like get far enough out.
Yeah, Mega Man hangs pretty far off the ledge when he slides in this game, so you can jump out later than you would think.
This high jump pattern for Metal is kind of jerkish, but
That one's tough.
alright, so if my pixel lineup is right, I don't think that's anything. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
That was something.
Got it.
Yeah, that was the safe pixel, so there was no chance of my taking a death or anything there, but it was only a 50-50 shot to get it. There is a pixel one, it's like one closer to the spikes, and that is a much higher chance of success, but if you don't get it, then you'll die and have to do the entire stage over again.
Would you have gone for that one?
No. Nice try.
That's how the 38 happens.
I guess another update. So with the upcoming Dragon's Crown Pro Run, the Oops All Dwarves incentive, love that meme, is now at $55 out of 2,000. That run will be at about 9:30 p.m. Tonight, so we'll less than 3.5 hours from now. And then the add a fourth player incentive is still sitting at $175 out of 2,000.
So here, I paused at the end of this fight in a very specific way. Actually, it's a little glitchy behavior where normally you would have to wait until you teleported out of the stage for it to proceed to this cutscene. But when you pause and unpause, there's like a little teleport animation that happens when you're switching to the new weapon. And I guess that just tells the game to go to the next cutscene. Not entirely sure on the exact mechanics of that.
Mega Man, it's terrible. Dr. Wily stole Grandma.
Thank you for the lore.
No problem.
Here, I want to try and avoid... Oh, no, I did anyways. I got the drop! Here. So the reason I kind of want to not take damage is because getting drops in this screen can be really obnoxious and possibly kill you.
Like that one?
Yeah, like that one probably would have killed me.
We haven't talked a lot about sliding in this game, but for pretty much every Mega Man game that has a slide, the slide mechanics are honestly completely different, which is both really frustrating and really interesting as a Mega Man speedrunner. In this game, you can't jump out of a slide for 8 frames, so those one-tile slides you've been seeing on occasion throughout this run are a lot more difficult than they look.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shoutouts to RushJet.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I was going to do the ball gear strat, but it didn't work out.
So here's the biggest source of RNG in the run. We've got 5 turtles coming out. They have 4 different patterns they can come out in.
Oh.
We want to see the maker go to the right when he starts moving, not left like that.
Oh, longest.
Wow. And
Oh,
again.
no.
Wow.
What is this? No! Are Are you kidding me? So that's the thing that can happen. I don't really understand how or why, but sometimes the maker won't go to the next phase, including dying, until the whirlpool is off the screen.
If anybody can figure that out, please let us know, because we just lose time to that sometimes, and we're not sure why.
Now we're into Wily 2. We start with like a vertical section here. Ladders are the most fun and the best thing, and are great. That's for sure. And now it's just, it's Chomptown, Beesville, cool rush jet movement county.
Something I didn't really touch on at the beginning of the run, even though I was using it a fair bit, is canceling rush by pressing the start button to try and bring up the menu while I'm sliding. So that just reduces lag and lets me summon rush at a more convenient place as well for the second one.
Yeah, otherwise you'd have to actually scroll him off the screen.
Okay, so
I believe in you.
I got 2 jumps, I gotta get 10 hits. Oh,
Easy!
I turned around.
That turn, man, that's scary.
That's not easy, just so we're clear. That's not easy.
Saves 18 seconds to get the 1 cycle there, and yeah, it requires at least decent matching.
Decent.
Pretty good matching.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
Very nice.
Slipping between the first and second bullets there is pretty difficult.
Yeah, you gotta have really good movement off the ladder. Nice. Little wiggle there to despawn the light. That's not super easy to do either.
This
All right,
music's
well,
so good.
Yeah.
The run's not good, so we're gonna go for something special in the next screen.
Oh, baby.
Shoutouts to Frogger.
Oh, I didn't even get through. So you can do like a little zip through one of the logs in this Frogger section, and it'll actually let you skip sort of a part of the cycle.
It is extremely dumb. Please do not do it.
So this is a hard and long and challenging boss fight.
Yeah. So remember when I said that I'd shot some bullets with rush and then I menued away. So basically what happened there is I menued top from rush coil with a bullet on screen, and the bullet became top spin, which among other things it will deal damage every frame and not go away. And it's one of the weaknesses of those clones. So just insta-give.
It's a short little stage here before the refights, but these golems are tricky to actually do. Ooh, very nice. So those are all 2-frame jumps. You got all 3. For such a short stage, there's a surprising amount of tech in it. And now, I love the refights in this game. So you blitz through these as fast as you can. You can actually have the choice of skipping the health, which is nice. A lot of later refights make you actually pick it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to take only top health.
Beautiful. Managed to avoid the second hit from Shadow Man there, so that still puts him on good track health-wise. So now we have Top Man's weakness. You're going to see some of the fights are done slightly differently. There's a lot of soft weaknesses in this game. And then, like, every boss takes 4 damage from its own weapon as well. The added thing with the refights, too, is that you want to end the fight as far left as possible instead of in the middle. So that changes how you approach the fights. Now here, instead of Shadow Blade, we use Gemini on Gemini. That's a sweet fight.
That fight looks so pretty when done well. So what's the logic on the order we move through the capsule room?
It basically tries to maximize, or I should say minimize the number of menu inputs. It keeps you on the same page of the menu. So like you're able to use the same weapon against multiple bosses a couple times, and yeah, not have to menu quite as much.
Oh, what?
Oh no, come back!
Oh. Well, that wasn't great, but whatever. That's going to be pretty close for 34.
Oh man.
Literally just barely possible. All right.
So we have 2 short stages here. Basically, a couple of quick kills coming up.
All right.
Fatso's one of the only people that goes for this particular kill. Generally, most people on the second phase will shoot a couple of lag snakes to make the mashing easier. Fatso's going to try to get 7 hits in one jump with no lag.
Easy.
Easy.
Man. That is really difficult.
So there, I'm jumping up and I'm using both thumbs to mash to make it a little bit easier on myself.
The moonwalk.
Man, it's going to be like 35 flat based on what I see on the timer.
Nah, 26. Let's go. 26 Wiley 6. You got it.
Yeah, okay.
Fatso has the best Wiley 6 in the business, so.
I actually am the person who came up with the strat for the first phase of Gamma here. Oh, I messed it up. That sucks. The objective there is to do like a short hop.
Time.
35 flat.
35 flat.
Yeah.
Can't
Called
believe
it. Had another nice little damage transfer to finish that fight off. Same tech as with the clones.
Yeah.
This is a pretty good video game.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. Yeah, my favorite speed run of the last few years, anyways.
Good run.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was really good.
And thanks for having me, Calithon. And I'm excited to see all the rest of the Mega Man coming up.
Stay tuned for Mega Man 8, because Mega Man 8's a really good game.